Okay, everybody, let's go. So, welcome to the English speech and presentation intermediate level. This year we're going to be doing some presentation, and I will also be teaching you some learning strategies. So, let's move on. So, welcome to the intermediate speaking and presentation class. As you probably know, because you chose my class, my name is Professor Jamie Jackson, and I am originally from Hull City in England. When you see me, please don't call me Professor, please don't call me Sir, please don't call me Mr. Jackson, just call me Jamie. And just to let you know some of my qualifications, just so that you understand that perhaps I should be here. I hold a MA degree in TESOL, and I've got a BA Honours in Social Work and Social Policy, including DIPSWA, and DIPSWA just means a Diploma in Social Work, which means I'm a professionally qualified social worker. My MA degree was from the University of Birmingham in England. I also have a certificate in English language teaching to adults, and this is known as a CELTA. And the CELTA is awarded by the British Council in Seoul. And unfortunately, maybe for some people, I am an examiner for the IELTS and Cambridge Main Suite speaking tests. So if you ever do your IELTS or Cambridge Main Suite speaking tests in Korea, perhaps I'm going to be your examiner. So you should be very kind to me. My office is Sujong Campus, room 317 in the Sujong building. And you can come see me anytime. My office hours are Monday 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and Wednesday 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. But please be aware, Monday I am at the Sujong campus and on Wednesdays I'm at the Wujong campus. Just come see me anytime. If you look in my office and I'm available, just come and see me. You do not need an appointment to see me. You can come see me anytime. Just so you know, my email is jamie_jackson@hotmail.co.uk. And UK because obviously I am English, I'm British. Okay, let's move on to the real things that you're concerned about. The grade allocation. 1 minute. The grade allocation for this course is the midterm exam is 30%. And the midterm exam, 30%. And we will be doing the midterm exam in week 8. And there will be a practice test in week 7 to help you. There is a final exam which is also worth 30%, and the 30% will the final exam, it's in week 15. And there will be a practice test in week 14 to help you. There are 2 presentations, and these presentations will be taken from the Present Yourself book, which we are about to look at today. And the presentation 1 is worth 10%, and presentation 2 is also worth 10%, equaling 20%. Attendance 10%. Please don't miss too many classes, and then participation 10%. If you work hard in every class and you are not late for class, then you should not lose any participation points. And just so you know, because this class is the intermediate level, it comes under this rule. The intermediate level, I'm allowed to give 30% A grades. I'm allowed to give 30% A grades. And I'm allowed to give 70% B grades. And you should not be worrying about C grades if you try hard. Okay? I usually don't give C grades unless people just haven't tried hard. And yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at this syllabus. Here we go. So obviously 15-week syllabus. This syllabus. Week 1, course introduction, presentation skills. So today we're going to have a course introduction, which we're doing now. And then we're going to look at some presentation skills. Week 2, Unit 1. Unit 1 of the Touchstone Free Student Book, okay? And I'll be showing you this book in Week 2. Week 2, Unit 1. Week 3, Unit 2 and 3. And you will also be given time to start preparing your presentation, but your presentation, we will start preparing it in Week 2. Week 4, Presentation 1. Week 5, Unit 4 of the Touchstone Book. Week 6, Unit 5 of the Touchstone Book. Week 7, Unit 6 and the midterm exam explained. The midterm exam will obviously be a presentation or a speaking exercise. Week 8 will be your midterm exam. Week 9, Unit 7 of the Touchstone Free Book. Week 10 is Unit 8 and Week 11, the part you're all looking forward to, Presentation 2. And Presentation 2, of course, is worth 10% of your final score, or final grade even, so it's very important. Week 12 is Unit 9, Week 13, Unit 10, and then Week 14, Unit 11 and Unit 12, and it says final exam explained, but you will know exactly what the final exam is way before Week 14. I will get you ready and prepare you. Just leave the stress to me, please. It's my responsibility to get you ready. Week 15, the final exam. And just so you know, as I've already mentioned, the course book is Touchstone Free Student Book by Michael McCartney. Good luck on the course, everyone. Kind regards, Jamie. Okay, what I want you to do is click on a unit. We're going to do Getting Ready today. So click on the Getting Ready, please. I want you to click on where it says Getting Ready right there. Okay, what's going on here? Go on to the Getting Ready. Here we go. So Getting Ready. Okay, so Getting Ready, page 2, and I've provided you the full Touchstone book so that you're going to be okay. I will provide you everything you need from this book. It will be put onto the university portal at all times. The unit goals talk about classmates, lifestyle and presentation experiences. Okay, so talk about classmates. That's going to be a little bit difficult, but you can give a presentation. Basically, I'm just giving you some presentation exercises to get you ready. Learn about the steps for easy presentation planning. Watch or listen to a model self-introduction. Discover 5 useful presentation techniques and then plan and give your own self-introduction. That's what we're going to be doing today. So once again, just so you know that I'm actually doing my job, the unit goals today is talk about classmates, lifestyle and presentation experiences. Learn about the steps for easy presentation planning. Let's keep this simple, hey? Watch or listen to a model self-introduction. Discover 5 useful presentation techniques. And then plan and give your own self-introduction. So knowing your audience. Okay, so it's very important to know your audience. Because if you're going to give a presentation, if you was giving a presentation to, I don't know, somebody from North Korea, your presentation would be different to the presentation skills and the information you would give if it was your audience was somebody from South Korea. So just think about that and please understand and know who is your audience, who is going to be listening. Lifestyle survey. Okay, so let's move on to this. Complete the survey below. Ask a different classmate each question. When someone answers yes, write the person's name. Then ask one follow-up question to get more information. Okay? So find someone who is good at sports. Okay, so obviously you can't ask classmates at the moment. You can't ask them. What I want you to do is think of anybody you know who you see regularly. So maybe your family or people who you work with on your part-time job. Think of them, use them as your classmates. Find someone who's good at sports. So you go, maybe you ask your mum, you say, Mum, are you good at sports? And she says yes. So classmate, you would just put mum or mother. And more information. More information, if you look down here in the red, who, what, when, where, why, how. Are you good at sports? Do you? Have you? Can you? Who, what, when, where, why, how. And that's all below the table to help you. So you say, Mum, are you good at sports? And she says yes. So you write in classmate and you put mum. More information. Okay, Mum, what sports are you good at? And she might say, oh, swimming and golf. So you write it down, swimming and golf. And then you try to find somebody else different. Okay, you've got quite a long time to do this. And you walk around, maybe you ask other people in your family, or you go to your part-time job, maybe at the local mart, and you say to someone at work, can you play an instrument? And they say yes. And this person's name, I don't know, is Sumin. So you write down Sumin and you say, Sumin, what kind of musical instrument can you play? And he or she says, I can play the piano. So more information, you just write down piano. Next question, find somebody who has been abroad. Okay, so someone who has been abroad means someone who has travelled to a foreign country. So if you've been abroad, you might have been to China, Japan, Philippines, or England. Yeah, okay. So you find someone who has been abroad, and you go to your grandparents' home, and you go to your grandfather, and you say, Grandad, have you been abroad? And he says, yes. So you say, okay, so you write down classmate, Grandad, and more information. Grandad, where have you been? And your granddad says, oh, I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Da Nang in Vietnam. So you write down Da Nang in Vietnam. And the next one, someone who has a pet. So you need to find somebody who's got like a cat, a dog, a budgie, or I don't know, a great white shark. Okay, so you need to find someone who's got a pet. So next you say to your grandmother, Grandma, have you got a pet? And she says, oh, of course. I've got Puddles. And Puddles is the name of your grandmother's pet dog. So you put in there classmates, grandmother, and more information. Grandmother, what kind of pet have you got? She goes, well, Puddles, the pet dog. So more information, pet dog named Puddles. Next question, belongs to a club. Okay, steady. This does not mean somebody who goes to a nightclub. It doesn't mean that. What it means is somebody who belongs to a club, somebody who belongs to a running club, a reading club, a book club, maybe a student union club. Okay, so for example, you see me walking down the street, and you say, Jamie, do you belong to a club? And I would say, yes, actually I do. So you write down classmate Jamie, Jamie. More information, Jamie, what kind of club do you belong to? And I say, I belong to a running club that jogs between 10 kilometres and one marathon races. So you put 10 kilometre races up to marathon races. Next one, someone who needs a cup of coffee in the morning. Okay, so I tell you someone who needs a cup of coffee in the morning. Me, I'm drinking one right now. Somebody who needs a cup of coffee. When it says needs a cup of coffee in the morning, it means somebody who likes a cup of coffee. I don't think anybody needs a coffee. Somebody who likes a cup of coffee in the morning. So maybe you go next door to your neighbour and you knock on the door and you say, oh, excuse me, do you like a cup of coffee in the morning? And your next door neighbour is called Don Hook, and Don Hook says, yes, yeah. I like a coffee in the morning. So you write Don Hook in there, and you say, okay, Don Hook, how many coffees do you have before lunchtime? And he says, I have 3 coffees before lunchtime. More information, 3 coffees for Don Hook before lunchtime. Now, you obviously can't tell, moving on to B, you can't tell the class about some of your classmates. But what I want you to do is just wait until you've completed everything. You've found someone who's good at sports, can play an instrument, has been abroad, has a pet, belongs to a club, needs a cup of coffee in the morning, and then you tell somebody about this. Okay, you can choose. I just want you to practice your English speaking. So, okay, so Jamie has to stay at home, obviously because of the coronavirus. So I wait for my girlfriend to come round to my home, and she comes round and I say to her, okay, I need to tell you about this important information. She's, okay, Jamie, go. So I say, okay. I could say Joyce is good at sports. She likes swimming and golf, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Minsu is good at playing an instrument and she can play the piano. Grandfather has been abroad and he has been to Da Nang in Vietnam. Grandmother has a pet and that pet is called Puddles. Jamie belongs to a club. Jamie belongs to a club and he belongs to a running club that runs between 10 kilometres and 1 marathon races. And Don Hook is someone who likes a cup of coffee in the morning and he likes 3 coffees in the morning before lunchtime. Okay, so that's the information that you have right now. Okay, so now presentation experience questionnaires. Okay. Obviously, this is number 2. Work with a partner. Ask each other questions below. Check mark the boxes and the make notes. Okay. Of course, you cannot ask anybody right now. But why don't you ask, say, your parents, or if your friend comes round, ask them. Okay, it doesn't matter. This does not have to be a class person. This information is more about presentation skills, okay? It's not asking you to talk. It doesn't have to be a classmate. It could be anybody. How do you feel about speaking in front of your classmates? So you ask somebody, how do you feel? These questions are for the same person. How do you feel about speaking in front of your classroom and in front of your classmates in your own language? So how do you feel about speaking in front of your classmates in Korean and then next to it in English? Okay? And you've got to make notes. Okay, so how do you feel about, if somebody asked me, Jamie, how do you feel about speaking in front of your classmates? I would say in my own language, B. Somewhat nervous, but it's not a big problem, okay? No, actually, C. I'm quite confident that I will be successful at doing presentation. So if you asked Jamie in your own language, you would check C. For in English, Jamie, how do you feel about speaking in front of your classmates in Korean? Oh, in your own language. So if you ask me Korean, I would be terrible. I would say very nervous with a pounding heart and dry mouth. Let's move on to number 2. What aspects, please, what parts of a presentation are most difficult for you? Why? You can check more than one box. So if you said to me, Jamie, what parts of a presentation are most difficult for you and why? Okay, so thinking of an interesting topic? No problem. Korean food. Remembering what I want to say? No problem, because I would make note cards. Organising my ideas, no problem. Speaking clearly and strongly, actually no problem. Making eye contact and using gestures, that's actually no problem to me. Anybody who has been to my lectures before know that I use a lot of gestures. And here's the using technology like PowerPoint. Yeah, that's the problem. So I would check the difficult part, using technology like PowerPoint. That would be the difficult part for me. And we move on. And knowing your audience, the next questions 3, 4, 5 and 6. And it says, when was the last time you watched a presentation? Was it a good presentation? Why or why not? Okay, well, this is a bit difficult for me because the last time I watched a presentation was, of course, the last time I did the speaking class. I did the speaking class at Wuzhong campus. And was it a good presentation? It was, of course, a good presentation because the students in that class that I taught was the university speech and presentation competition winners. Why was it good? Was it good? Well, excellent pronunciation, spoke loudly, good eye contact, good gestures, good timing, good teamwork. What is the best speech or presentation you ever have seen or heard? What made it good? Once again, I would have to say the best speech or presentation I have ever seen or heard was from my students 2 semesters ago from Wuzhong campus, who was the eventual winners of the Songxin speech and presentation competition winners. Number 5, have you ever given a presentation or a speech? Of course, I kind of give a presentation every time I teach because I'm stood at the front, okay? But it says in your own language in English. Have you ever given a presentation, Jamie, in Korean? Yes, I have. I did. And have you ever given a presentation in English? Check. Yes, I did. And the time I had to do a presentation in Korean, if you have, what was? The setting, when and where. I had to give a presentation to young children's Korean parents at Songsin University. I forget the Korean now. 초등학교 학생, 영어 camper. Okay, so the setting, it was at Songsin University for the English camp for elementary school children who live in Songbuk-gu. The audience size, it was, I don't know, the audience size, it was about, there must have been about 100 people there. And the length of the presentation minutes, how long was it? It was about 2 to 3 minutes, that was enough. The topic was talking about what the professors did on the different on the English camp and what kind of books they did. So I was saying I played lots of games and sang songs with the students, and then we did the play The Wizard of Oz. Your feeling about your performance? Okay. Well, it was okay. Okay, it was okay because my Korean is not brilliant. Okay, so yeah, I tried hard, and that's all that you can really do. In the future, what kind of presentations do you think you will have to give? Jamie, what presentations? Well, I will have to give presentation examples to you in this class. I will show you exactly what a 10-point presentation 1 and a 10-point presentation 2 would look like. I would actually show you that. Ta-da! Join another pair and tell one another 3 things you found out about your partner's attitudes and experiences towards presentations. How are you similar? 똑같은 or so 같은 or different? Opposite. Obviously you can't do this. So why don't you just tell anybody, your mum, your sister, I don't know, somebody you work with, tell them 3 things you found out about your partner's attitude. So if you was my partner, you could say, Jamie is very confident about doing presentations, and he has his experiences. He once had a class at Wujong campus and they became the eventual #1 ranked team in the speech and presentation competition at Songsin University. And Jamie likes experiences. There you go, there's 3 things. Sorry, Jamie likes presentations. That's 3 things I can tell you. So just practice 3 things, talking about them, what you've learned. Let's move on. Okay, so now is the important part. We've got planning a presentation. So look at these students in a presentation class. What are they doing to prepare for their presentation? So you've got, pardon my pronunciation, we've got Seiji, we've got Haewon, we've got Mila, and we've got Ian. Okay, what are they doing? What do you think? What exactly is Seiji doing? And if you look, Haewon, look at the writing on the board. It'll tell you exactly what Haewon is doing. And then what is Mila doing? And what is Ian doing? And what Ian is doing is a really important part. In fact, they're all very important. So have a quick think, what are they doing? Okay, so here's the go. But let's just come back to this because I want to make sure. Seiji, what is Seiji doing? Seiji is practicing the presentation. Haewon is brainstorming ideas about what to put into the map. And then Mila is writing out the different parts, the introduction, the main body, blah, 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 of a full presentation. And then Ian is doing the follow-up step. Ian is making the note cards, writing down the important information. But don't worry, I will teach you how to do all of this, I promise. Okay, so moving on. Read the presentation steps and put them in order from 1 to 6. Then watch or listen to Emma and check your answers. Okay, so I'm actually recording this on the smartphone, but you can actually use this on your computer. Okay, all right. Presentation skills. If you're using this on an actual computer, you can read the presentation steps and put them in order from 1 to 6. Then watch or listen to Emma and check your answers. So you need to think what's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So choose a presentation topic that fits your audience needs and interests. Make note cards to use when you give your presentation. Organise your supporting topics and details into an outline with an introduction, body and a conclusion. Write an attention-getting hook to begin and a strong last sentence to end the presentation. Practice your presentations many times using your note cards and a timer. And the timer is important because there will be a minimum length and a maximum length you can be presenting for. Brainstorm lots of ideas and information about your topic with a brainstorming map. Okay, so just have a think, which one would you do first and which one would you do last? Okay, and I'll give you a hint. Of course, the last one, what is the last one? Practice your, number 6 is definitely practice your presentation many times using your note cards and a timer. Okie dokie. There you go. Good, eh? Modern technology. Wow. So first what you need to do is you need to choose a presentation topic that fits your audience needs and interests. You have to think, what what can I do to really make interesting for my audience? Me, if I had to teach you something interesting, I'd maybe talk about British culture and food. What do you do second? You brainstorm lots of ideas and information about your topic with a brainstorming map. Number 3, organise your supporting topics and details into an outline with an introduction, a body and a conclusion. And number 4, this is actually really important, write an attention-getting hook to begin and a strong last sentence to end the presentation. Number 4 is really important because the first sentence, you want to get the people who are listening interested. And the last sentence, you want it to be really good because you want people to remember your presentation. Number 5, make note cards to use when you give your presentation. And you could see somebody using note cards in the previous presentation. And last but not least, number 6, practice your presentation many times using your note cards and a timer. There are the 6 steps to a presentation. Simple, hey? Okie dokie, let's move on. Okay, so planning a presentation, of course, it is my job to teach you how to become amazing at presentations. And I can't promise to make you amazing, but I can promise to make you a lot better than you are now. Here we go, brainstorming. Read Maricel, so Maricel may be French or Italian. Read Maricel's brainstorming notes for her self-introduction presentation. Check the 4 topics she included in her brainstorming map below. Okay, so we've got my names, my hometown, my hobbies, my family, this class, my plans for next year. And 4 of these, Marcielle has brainstormed for her self-introduction presentation. Which 4 has she included? Okay, so off you go. Do that now. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so she talked about name, hometown, family and this class. So they are the 4 things that Marcielle talked about. And here we go, the brainstorming, okay. Planning a presentation. So we're talking about my self-introduction. And the 4 things that we're going to talk about is family. We've got hometown, family, greeting and my name, class goals. Okay, so B, read Marcielle's additional notes, then use them to complete her brainstorming map. So if you look at B, class goals, want to get more confident, make new friends. And she's put that in the class goals circle. Excited but nervous, want to get more confident, making new friends. The next one says nickname Ma for friends and family. Dad, a fisherman. 2 brothers and 2 sisters. On an island, has beautiful beaches, delicious mangoes. Okay, so whereabouts do these go into these brainstorming circles? Put these 3 missing things into their circles now, please. Okie dokie, let's look at the answers. So my self-introduction, Cebu, on an island, has beautiful beaches, delicious mangoes. Okay, family, large family, 7 people, dad a fisherman, 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And greetings, and my name, Marcielle Lopez. Okay, so that's actually a Spanish name. Marcielle Lopez, nickname Ma by friends and family. Class goals, excited but nervous, want to get more confident and make new friends. Okay, so we've completed the self-introduction. And how would you use this in a presentation? How could you do it? Okay, so organising. What we're going to do now is planning a presentation. The next step. Number Maricel's note cards from 1 to 4 in the order you think she will talk about each topic. So what will come first? If you was doing this presentation, what would you do first? You've got the hometown, Cebu, Philippines, large island in the south, has beautiful beaches and delicious mangoes. Colourful festival in January. Name. First name, Maricel, but nickname, Ma. Friends and family use Ma. I like my nickname, call me Ma. Class goals. Both excited, yippee, you're nervous, woo. Want to be more confident in English. Want to make new friends. Oh, chingo mani. Ooh. Family. Large family. Ooh. 7 people. Live near sea. Dad. A fisherman. Works hard. 2 brothers. 2 sisters. 5 kids. Oof. I'm oldest. Okay. Which ones of these do you think they would do in order? Yeah. Which one would you put first? Which one would be second, third and fourth? Now, here at B, you can watch or listen. Just click on the movie or the microphone sound. You can watch or listen. Give her self-introduction and check your answers. Okay, and do number 3B. Do it now, please. Okie dokie, so let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. So number 1 was the name. For this presentation, first was the name, then the hometown, then the family, and then the class goals. Okay, so let's have a look. I'll give you a practice presentation. If this presentation was me, I would be doing something like this. Good afternoon, welcome to my presentation. My name is Jamie and my friends call me Jacko. I like my nickname Jacko. My hometown is Hull City in England, but I now live in Ujeonbu in Korea. And Ujeonbu is amazing. It's got great rivers and it's got my favourite food, budae-jjigae. And it's got a great Muhan Samgyeopsal restaurant that I go to every Saturday and eat samgyeopsal and drink a little jamong soju. And my family is very small. It consists of my sister is called Kara, her husband Andrew and their children, my nephew Connor and my niece Keris. And my class goals for you are to make you more confident in English, to have fun and enjoy yourself. Relax when you're speaking English. That would be me if I was giving this presentation. Okie dokie, let's move on. Developing presentation techniques. You can create a positive connection with the audience and keep their attention with these presentation techniques. Write the techniques under the pictures, then check your answers with a partner. Don't check your answers today, please. Obviously, you can't do that. I'll give you the answers. Let's just see if you're correct. So, first one, we've got use gestures. Use gestures means use your hands and your shoulders to make the language more powerful. Maintain good posture. Maintain good posture means stand up correctly. Make eye contact. Make eye contact means don't just read your note cards. Be looking at your audience and try to connect with them. Manage anxiety. Manage anxiety means manage your stress, okay? So, if you're doing a presentation, anxiety, my name is Jamie, oh Ginger, oh me, what up there, oh Ginger. Okay, just calm down, manage your anxiety. And okay, today my name is Jamie and I'm going to teach you about me. My nickname is Jacko and blah blah blah. Project your voice. Project your voice, not something I particularly have a problem with. Project your voice, okay? Don't be too loud, don't be too quiet. Means, can people at the back of the classroom hear you? Okay, so project your voice. Today I'm going to talk about... It's no, that's too loud, come down. And then you've got the opposite. Today I'm going to talk about... That's too quiet. And you should really, when you're doing your presentation, if you talk about as loud as I'm talking right now, it's going to be Magio. Yay! You're going to get full points. Okay? So let's have a look. Use gestures, maintain good posture, make eye contact, manage anxiety, and project your voice. Number 1, the technique. Tips. Make your arms movements clear and simple. Keep moving your hands quickly to get attention. Use your hands to emphasize key points. Now, 2 of these you do, and 1 of them you don't do. 2 of them, yippee! And 1 of them, neus reggae. Okay? Don't do it. Okay? So... the technique, what technique is it? Use gestures, maintain good posture, or make eye contact, manage anxiety, or project your voice. Which technique are we talking about now? And yeah, what is it? What's the answer? The answer, of course, is use gestures. Yep, and what should you do? Make your arm movements clear and simple. Or keep moving your hands quickly to get attention. Hey, I'm here, help. No, don't do that. You're doing a presentation. Use your hands to emphasize key points. Okay, so now let's have a look at the next 2. You've got pictures 2 and 3. What are they? And remember, the first picture, you have a lady talking, and the tips. Don't worry about being nervous before you start. Relax. Take a few slow, deep, and smile. Apologise to the audience for being nervous. What don't you do? What don't you do? Okay? And the next one. You do 2 of these, and you don't do 1 of them. Place your feet shoulder width apart. Don't sway from side to side. Lean on a table or desk to be more comfortable. Okay? So both pictures, the tips, you do 2 of them, don't do 1 of them. What are they? And technique number 1, don't worry about being nervous before you start. What is it? Alright. Manage anxiety. Okay? And what I don't want you to do, when you're managing your anxiety, don't say, apologise to the audience for being nervous. Don't do that. Okay? Please don't do that. Oh, everybody, I'm really sorry. I'm going to give a presentation today. Oh, stress, man. Oh, Ginger. Oh, Minnie, hurry up. The nasal pop. Don't do that, okay? Just calm down and relax. And what I want you to do is just relax. Take a few slow, deep breaths and smile. And don't worry about being nervous before you start. Of course you're nervous. Everybody's nervous. If it's stressful for you, it's stressful for all the other students. The next one, the technique, what is it? Maintain good posture. Okay? Place your feet shoulder width apart. If you look at the lady in the picture, her feet are shoulder width apart. This is perfect. Yep, and actually don't sway from side to side, okay? Don't start rocking from left to right, okay? People are trying to focus on you, so don't do that either. But please, please, please don't lean on a table or desk to be more comfortable. And the next two, let's go. So we've only got two more. We've got make eye contact and project your voice. Okay? So let's have a look. Make eye contact and project your voice. So what is the technique? Let's have a look at the tips. Look at the audience helps you connect. Keep looking at one person for 20 seconds. Try to look at all sections of the room. Trying to look at all sections of the room means look at everybody in the room. And the next one, what is it? The technique, good morning everyone. Speak louder than in normal conversation. Okay, so just speak a little, well, okay, you tell me. Speak louder than in normal conversation. Imagine you are speaking to the people at the back. Or shout to make sure the audience hears. Okay, so hello everybody, today I'm going to give... Don't do that. Okay, so let's have a look. What's the techniques? Which one is make eye contact? Which one is project your voice? And of course, make eye contact and project your voice. And these are 5 very important things. When you are giving your presentation one, use gestures. Maintain good posture, make eye contact, manage anxiety and project your voice. Simple. Okie dokie. Ta-da. That's how you get a good score in the presentation. Let's move on. Okay, so as you saw, developing presentations, read the tips under each picture, put an X next to the tip you think is wrong. Then watch or listen to Patricia and check your answers. And please, I've included these PowerPoints because I want you to watch and listen to people who are doing it correctly, incorrectly, so you can see how you can improve. Let's have a go. Now, okay. So what I want you to do now is giving your presentation, and you're going to just practice yourself, plan and give a 1-minute presentation about you. Okay, so complete the brainstorming map with topics and details you want to include. Okay, so you've got your name, you must include your name and my self-introduction. And you can do 3 topics about my self-introduction. So my 3 topics self-introduction. What can I think of? My 3 topics self-introduction. Let's talk about Ujumbu. Okay, so if I do Ujumbu, I'm going to talk about... Now my self-introduction, I'm going to do Korean food. I'll do Ujumbu. And I'll do my teaching career in Korea, okay? So let's have a listen. Jamie is going to talk about Korean food, Ujumbu and teaching Korea. And I'm going to give a 1-minute presentation now. So hello everybody, my name is Jamie. Welcome to my presentation today. Today I'm going to talk about my favourite Korean food, Ujumbu, and my teaching Korea. My name is Jamie and my favourite Korean food is samgyeopsal, and I like samgyeopsal because I go to Muhan refill restaurants and I can eat lots of food very cheap. I live in Ujumbu, and why do I like Ujumbu? I like Ujumbu because it has very good running track along the river, and it also is famous for budae-jjigae, which I also like very much. And my teaching career in Korea, I taught at Howonjung Hakgyo in Ujumbu for 5 years. I taught at Gimhae Waeguk Godong Hakgyo for 1 year, and then I taught at Gyeongnamdae Hakgyo in Masan for 3 years, and now I've been at Songshin University, and this is my 6th semester. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation today. Are there any questions? And that would be a perfect presentation as long as eye contact, manage anxiety, posture, gestures, and project your voice. Okie dokie, so giving your presentation, plan and give a 1-minute presentation about you. Organise the topics and details into note cards to show the order you want to talk about them. Okay, so your introduction, you could do anything. And the body and the conclusion. The introduction, I don't know, anything you want to introduce. So introduction, name, hometown, body, food, hobbies, conclusion. Okay, I'll give you a clue. Here we go. So here's Jamie's. Hello everybody, I now talk about my introduction. My name is Jamie and I presently live in Ujumbu in Gyeonggi-do. And the body, I really like Ujumbu because it has a really good running track and it has a beautiful river alongside the running track and it's not too many people. And Ujumbu is also famous for my favourite Korean food. And my favourite Korean food, along with samgyeopsal, is budae jjigae. So in conclusion to my presentation, Ujumbu has really good scenery and it has really good food and I can do lots of exercise in there. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to my presentation today. Are there any questions? And I want you to do this presentation. Okay, please, this is your homework. You do not have to send me this homework. I am trusting you. Plan and give a 1-minute presentation about you using all of the information that I have taught you today. Okay. So here we go. Giving your presentation. Plan and give a 1-minute presentation about you. C. Think of a good way to begin and end your presentation. Then practice your presentation silently a few times. When you finish, practice out loud with a partner. You don't need to practice out loud with a partner. You can simply do this in your bedroom on your own. Or if you want a really high score and you understand that this is Jamie doing his best to help you, then you can practice to your family and just ask them to give you feedback. Okie dokie. So think of a good way to begin and end your presentation. Then practice your presentation silently a few times. When you finish, practice out loud. Practice out loud with a partner or just in your own bedroom. Introduction. Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Today I'm going to tell you about da-da-da. Okay, so hello everyone. Good afternoon. Today I'm going to tell you about Ujumbu. Blah, blah, blah. Then you've got the main body. And the conclusion, now you know a little about my hometown, about my Korean hometown. I hope to know you better too. Thank you for listening. And you're going to do C, then you're going to move on to D. D, work in groups, take turns presenting yourself. Okay, you can't work in groups because obviously of the virus, you're at home. So just practice this. And when you're giving your practice, use note card tips. Yeah, you can write each section, the introduction on a note card, the main body on a separate note card, and the conclusion on a separate note card. And when you've written these 3 note cards, you've got a tip. Hold your note cards in one hand and at chest level when you need to use them. I'm right-handed. So I would actually hold the note cards in my left hand because then I can make lots of gestures with my right hand. That would be my tip. Hold the note cards in the hand that you don't write with. So there you go, your note card tip once more. Hold your note cards in one hand and at chest level when you need to use them. And here we go. The reminder right at the bottom. Stand up when you give your presentation. Use your note cards to help you remember key points, just the key points. Make eye contact with everyone in your group. Underline the words where you would make gestures and make sure that people at the back of the room can hear you. Okay? So just one last time, because this is important, I'll go through it again. Giving your presentation, plan and give a 1-minute presentation about you. Okay? C, think of good way to begin to end your presentation. But let's go back to Then practice your presentation silently a few times. So practice it in your head a few times before you actually give this presentation. When you finish, practice out loud with a partner. You don't have to practice with anybody, but practice out loud because it's important practice, okay? Practice out loud with a partner. Then we've got the introduction, okay? The introduction. Hello everyone, good afternoon. Today I'm going to tell you about Ujumbu, and I'm going to talk about, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about the food, favourite places and why I like it. Okay? So hello everyone, good afternoon. Today I'm going to tell you about Ujumbu. I'll tell you about the food, favourite places and why I like it. Okay, so the food that Ujumbu is famous for is Bude Chige, but my favourite food in Ujumbu is Muhan Samgyeopsal, and I have this at a place called Ontari, Sangogi. And my favourite place in Ujumbu is along the river because I like to do lots of jogging and the river keeps me calm and it's nice to have some fresh air. And another reason it's my favourite place is because there are not too many people in Ujumbu, so it's not too crowded. And why do I like Ujumbu? I like Ujumbu because it's got really good transport like the monorail and I have many friends there. Now the conclusion, now you know a little about myself. I hope to know you better too. Thank you for listening to my presentation today. Are there any questions? And that would be your presentation. And then D, of course, working groups, take turns, presenting yourself. So you've got note card tip. Hold your note cards in one hand. And I'm saying I'm right-handed, so I'm going to hold them in my left. And at chest level when you need to use them. And the reminder one time, stand up when you give your presentation. It's important practice. Use your note cards to help you remember key points, okay? Don't write every word you're going to say on your note cards. You need to start practicing using only key points. Make eye contact with everyone in your group. So make sure you look at everyone in the classroom and give gestures. Yeah, give gestures, make eye contact, stand up properly, project your voice and don't get too stressed. Okay, just calm down. The stress is Jamie's problem. It is my problem to show you how to become good presenters. And there you go. That is, of course, the end of this class today. Next week I will continue and I will start using the Touchstone free book and I will build on to Unit 1 of the Present Yourself, and Unit 1, the next week I'm going to start giving you Unit 1, and the presentation topic in Unit 1 is your presentation topic in Week 4. So please take Weeks 2 and 3 very seriously. And I really do look forward to seeing you all. Please take care and I can't wait to see you all. I'll see you all in about 2 weeks, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much. Goodbye.